Hello guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sean Hills and this is The Soul's Experience, a channel dedicated to helping the human race remember who we really are. Now, this is a really interesting episode. It's not the first time I've brought up the polygraph test, otherwise known as the lie detector test. I've made a couple of previous videos about this, but they weren't actually titled this. It's kind of something I brought up within other videos. So I'm going to make an actual video named "Would a polygraph test prove the existence of the afterlife?" Well, first, let's have a look how accurate polygraph tests are and what do they even do. So as we can see here, it says that polygraph tests have been shown to be between 80 to 90% accurate. However, and there is a however, other searches have shown, like one I've got up here, that polygraph tests generally range from 64 to 98% accuracy, depending on various factors such as individual psychology, baselines, examiner's experience, but most sources that agree typically between 80 and 90%. So the 80 to 90% range is something that seems to be quite popular. The other thing I wanted to know is not just how accurate they are, but could somebody deceive a lie detector test? Could they train themselves to lie? And if so, are the professionals, are the examiners trained to spot this? Well, actually they are. And I find that really interesting. I find that really reassuring as somebody who continuously tells the truth on this channel, continuously goes out of my way to tell you guys the truth, the absolute truth, that death is not real. Yes, God is real. Yes, Jesus Christ is real, and many other ascended masters. Your soul is real. Everything about, the planet being its own being and soul and conscious, and everything being consciousness, and us all being part of one consciousness. That is the divine. Yes, that is all very, very real. I died when I was younger and left my body and met an angel and was sent back to Earth after having a big argument with an angel in the clouds. It wasn't a very big argument. You don't argue with an angel for very long. They're very, very persuasive. That also real. So these are the kind of things. That I would love. And it isn't so much a challenge, but just, come on guys. There has to be a way we can prove the existence of the afterlife. Doesn't there? There could be 3 questions. Just 3 questions that they could ask me personally. Okay? The first one. Did your human body die, or did you personally die from an asthma attack? Leave your body, stay fully conscious, have a conversation with an angel, see a past relative in the clouds, and get sent back to your body and wake up in a hospital. Did that happen? And that could be an easy yes or no answer. An easy yes or no answer. And obviously the answer for me would be yes. That really, really did happen. And they could see that this guy's telling the truth. And then the next question number 2. Through meditation, did you get into a state of no breathing? Did you your consciousness somehow enter a new space, a new dimension where you saw a blinding white light, the divine source, followed by a golden wave which turned into a golden cross, witnessing for just a few mere seconds Christ consciousness in front of my awareness, for that cross to turn back into a golden wave, for me to then gasp because I hadn't been breathing, For 4 or 5 seconds, I don't know how long, 4 or 5 seconds, my whole body had shut down and I had again left my body through meditation. Creating my own near-death experience, if you want to call it that. Seeing the blinding white light of Source, followed by a golden wave and the cross of Christ consciousness. Did that really happen? Which could be easily followed by a yes or no answer again. To which my answer would be yes. That really did happen. And they'd be able to look and go, this guy's telling the truth. This makes no sense, because these claims to the scientific world are so wild, aren't they? They're so wild. But yet the polygraph test would show that I am telling the truth. It would show that I am telling the truth. You know? The third one, what was the third? They're the two great spiritual experiences. They're the two that stand out in my mind. God, which other ones? There's been... Oh, of course, the catalyst of 2025. Of course, the timeline that I saw in 2007. Of course, what this whole channel has been based on this whole time is this period of history, because I saw the world change 5 years ago, and when that came true, when that vision came true, also in the same vision, after I saw the world change 5 years ago, I saw it change massively this year in 2025. I saw it change massively. A world-changing event comes this year. A world-changing event. Like 5 years ago, we all know what happened 5 years ago. Try not to get my videos censored so the message can get out there. Right? But of course, they could ask, did you see a vision of a timeline that came true when the world all got locked down 5 years ago? I saw it happening. And then I saw a massive world-changing event happen this year, and it was all linked energetically. These 5 years are linked. And we go into a golden age in 2026. They could ask, did you see that? Which could also be answered with a very easy, yes, I did. And it would show again on the polygraph test that I was telling the truth. So there are three massive ones. The vision of the world changer, which is going to happen. And the world that did change. I saw that all happening. Something huge comes this year. They can ask me that question. The near-death experience, dying, leaving my body, and the meditation and seeing divine source and the Christ consciousness. Three magical spiritual experiences that have led me on this journey to share this stuff with you guys. And I'm far from being some kind of expert or professional in spirituality. I'm just a human being who's had spiritual experiences and is trying to make sense of them all. Trying to work out why. You know, why go through such magical, beautiful experiences and then not know what to do with them? All I know is that they're the truth. And if there's any way that I can prove that to the masses, to bring comfort to those that still fear death, those that still fear they are never going to see their loved ones again once they pass on. It's a horrible way to live. I used to live there. Literally 6 years ago, I was still confused. I was still asleep. Didn't know anything about any of this until something made me start meditating. It was like I had no other option. I was so broken in life, so weak and crumbled, that I had to look for something deeper, something beyond what I could touch and see and hear. So that's what this is about, because we can all want certain things in this life, can't we? We all want certain things in this physical life. We're here living this life. And while we're here, this is our reality. Our only escape is when we're sleeping or when we pass back on to the other side to go back home. But while we're here, this is our reality. And I don't want to keep hearing people going on their spiritual journey just to try and escape planet Earth, because that is not what this is about. We're here to wake up here, to bring heaven to this physical plane. And we we can only achieve that little by little. Patience is a virtue, little by little. Little ripple here, little ripple there. It will make a tidal wave. Little ripples, little ripples. And that's all the universe asks from you. Is to just be a little ripple. And you do that by being you. And we all want to achieve things here in this physical life. But the main thing for me personally, I can't talk for you guys. For me personally, when I pass over and I see our Father, Mother, Creator, when I'm face to face with unconditional love, who granted me, who gifted me this life, and they say, what did you do with your life? Once you realised you was an eternal soul, not when you was asleep, because we can't be judged. We can't be judged for the human condition of amnesia. We can't be judged for that. The veil's there for a reason, to make this game super realistic and super hard. But once we wake up from the game, from the play that is life, we know better, so we can do better. And when I'm face to face with my Creator and they say, what did you do with the life that I gifted you? I want to be able to say, I spent most of my free time trying to help raise the consciousness of mankind through the great awakening of 2025. There's no amount of money I could earn or praise I could receive that could better the endearment, the love, the acceptance of our great Creator, of the divine. And the funny thing is, we are already all accepted, loved and cherished. Already. But it is true that when we pass on, the only judge is going to be ourselves. And how are we going to feel about the life we lived? If we know there's still 10% we could have tried harder. There's still a couple of more things we could have done to a little bit better. But we chose not to. Out of laziness, out of fear, out of confusion, out of not understanding. You know, all of these little niggles that the universe don't care about. Your Creator don't care about. You're perfect in their eyes the way you are. You're already loved and cherished. These are our niggles. These are our judgments. Our pains, our confusions. Our breaks in the vases that need to be welded back together with 24 karat divine gold. These are our perfect imperfections. Unique to us, that make our personality and the wholeness of who we truly are. And it's within these niggles that we find strength to overcome that laziness, to overcome that fear, that begrudgment, that hatred, that jealousy, that hopelessness feeling that we get when we think, why are we here? I just want to go home. All of that are shades of our character, along with strength, determination, motivation. I'm staying here for my brothers and my sisters. I'm staying here for my siblings. I'm staying here for my spiritual soldiers, because I'm a spiritual soldier myself, a part of this spiritual army. I am here for the light to overtake the darkness, to turn this dark planet back into the beautiful heaven, the beautiful Garden of Eden that it was created to be. I am here for that. I am here for my shade of colour, for my shade of grey. I'm here for my shade to add to the tapestry of life. It's my thread that I'm interweaving my way uniquely. My soul thread that will help to build the beautiful tapestry of this universal play. Down here in this physical dimension. I'm here for that. Yes, we can carry the fear, but we also carry the unconditional love. And this is what makes us human beings. So, it's time. We've had the free will rant. We've had the free will rant. It's time to ask the Magic 8 Ball. This is destiny, guys. This is destiny. right? Bringing back the 90s, or it could have been the 80s. Could a polygraph test prove the existence of the afterlife? This is a big one. I feel it. I feel the energy. Feel the energy. Boom. Come on. Don't count on it. I don't know if you can see that. Don't count. Oh, it's just changed. Most likely. Every time I show you the camera, it changed. Most likely. Don't count on it, most likely. It's kind of, that kind of matches the research that I've been doing this morning. Yeah, that kind of matches the research I've been doing this morning. 64%, 98%, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, no, it's really, really interesting. The technology can only do so much, right? But you guys yourselves, this is the important thing about this video. This is the message I want to get down to you. Each one of you has a soul. Each one of you are spiritual beings. You have a soul, but it's more than that. It's way more than that. It's not just a soul. It's so hard. Who you are is eternal. So that means anything that has ever happened in human history, you know, deep down inside, somewhere you have the memory of. It's not downloads people are getting. They're memories coming back. They're remembrances. They're not downloads, they're remembrances. So somewhere deep in our souls and our gut, we know when we hear the truth. We just instinctively know. And we're in a time of great awakening where our intuition is going to be so strong that if someone's lying to you, you're going to be like, this guy's just talking rubbish. You would have turned this video off a long time ago. You would have, because you would have been like, this guy's just talking rubbish. But you can feel somewhere inside that what I'm telling you isn't only the truth, but it is the word. It is the word of the truth. It is the only thing that can be classed as not interchangeable, is our eternalness and the unconditional love of God. They're the only things. Everything else is interchangeable. Everything, time, space, dimensions, the vessels we use. But who we are in our soul blueprint, our unique fingerprint. We have our unique fingerprints here on earth, but our soul is a unique fingerprint of the universe. There is only one of us. There is only one that vibrates like us, has our experiences, has been through the physical experiences, the spiritual experiences, the energetic experience, the dimensional experience, the vibrational experiences, the healing, the trauma, the growth. It's all unique to you. And so when you hear, but we are a one, right? We're all kind of going through the same process as a whole, as a collective, for the same destination, which is not really a destination. It's the same point. It's for soul growth. It's for soul growth. It's the same purpose. There you go. Sorry, the same purpose. We're all going through the same things for the same purpose, but in individual ways. So when someone talks the truth or lies, you're gonna know it anyway. So you guys. And this is what I'm trying to get across. You guys are the polygraph tests. You guys are the lie detector tests. And I'm more than willing, if there's a professional out there, I am so much more than willing to travel to you, get hooked up to a machine, and you can ask me questions, whatever questions you want about my spiritual experiences, and you'll get honest answers every time. And if I don't know the answer, I won't just try and make something up. I'll only tell you what I know. That's all we can do as human beings. I know there's a world changing event this year, but I know it. I hear a, and then I see a golden line going from 2026. It was balloons, 2025 blown up, and I can only tell you what I know. I know there's a world-changing event this year. I know there's a huge explosion. I know that, but that could be volcanic. It could be something else. Don't really want to bring it into fruition. But, you know, for the length of sound of it, it definitely sounded volcanic. Definitely. But there you go. You know, I don't want to add to the spiritual experiences that I've had, because that makes it starts to make them false. And they're beautiful in their uniqueness. They're beautiful in what I've seen and what I've been through. So there's no need to add. You know, there's no need to add to anything, because the truth is the truth in what it is in the word of the truth. And there is no other truth but the truth. So on that note, I want to please ask you to like and subscribe to this channel, because it helps the message of love and unity get out there. And if it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't be possible to keep making these beautiful videos. And I really, really appreciate the community that we have growing here on A Soul's Experience. So if you want to become a soul experiencer, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. You don't even have to like the video, just hit the subscribe button, because there might be a video you like in the future. So till next time, I want to thank you for being down here on earth with me and all of us at this great time of awakening. It is tough, but it is beautiful. And if there's one thing we like on earth, it's a little bit of beauty. So till next time, please take care of yourselves. Love those around you. Love your siblings. Love your parents. Love your pets. But most of all, don't forget to love yourselves. And until next time, I will see you soon. Take care. I love you all. And me and the Magic 8 Ball will see you real soon. Have a good day, guys, and take care. Goodbye for now.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long.